and most important scenes from the iconic classic movie Menace to Society is the part when Kane was talking about, instead of his parents keeping him away from trouble, they turned him on to it. And me, you know, turning 48 today and just thinking and reflecting on, you know, the things I went through growing up in Oakland and trying to make sure that my son didn't go through the stuff that I went through, because I don't regret it, and I'm glad that I didn't raise my son in Oakland. My son got raised somewhere else, and my son went on to, become a college graduate, which I'm very proud of. My son is, you know, he trying to find his way. He out and, he out somewhere else, and I'm happy for him. And he's learning to become a man. I've gave him the proper toolage, which leads me to this situation, what happened with PMB. Um, I just want to say to the brothers in Philly, um, if just I know how some of y'all feeling, but I just don't want this to lead into something worse. I don't want it to lead into something worse with, the East and the West, because based off some of the talk I've been hearing, it's headed in that direction, because people are pissed about what happened to PMB. And I'm sad and I'm disappointed, because it's no reason for what happened to him to have went down. Man was very young. And, for his girlfriend, I feel bad for her to witness that. Um, I hope she gets therapy. I really do. And I hope she's okay. I hope she recovers. I really do. Because this witness something like that, it is what it is. But it appears that they have captured everybody pretty much involved, from the person that the person that squeezed the trigger, to the person that orchestrated it, to the driver. And I'm just thinking to myself, when I found out that a 17-year-old boy like pulled the trigger, and then come to find out that his father was in on it, because the stories is still a little bit fuzzy, but it appears that basically the father took his son to do that and put it together. And it basically, he went in Roscoe's in an attempted robbery, and basically he ended up like taking his life. He was shot multiple times, and basically, he lost his life. But to think that a father would take his son to go rob somebody, it just goes to show you that, to a certain degree, a lot of black men, we're failing sometimes, and we're failing miserably at being fathers. Is some of it our fault? Yes. Is a lot of it due to the circumstances in the system? Absolutely. But to basically take your son down there to basically pretty much throw away his life, he basically showed he didn't give a damn about his son. Did he not think that they was gonna find him? You basically went into a place of business where there's probably pretty much cameras everywhere in that restaurant. I mean, how could they think they wasn't gonna get caught? But now this dude, this poor excuse for a father and poor excuse for a man, and flat out coward, not only did he take himself down and ruin his life, he ruined his son's life alongside with him. Now, even though the shooter was 17, This is what they're gonna do in LA County. They're gonna wait a year or two, and they're gonna try him as an adult. His trial will be as an adult. They're not gonna try him as a juvenile. He gonna sit up in jail like Eric Holder for a few years, and then, you know what I'm saying, and they're gonna convict him. They said this is pretty much looking like an open and shut case. They're saying this is almost a slam dunk. And we all know, and let's just keep it 100. We already know the person that they arrested in Las Vegas. What's going to happen is they going to start cutting deals. We all know they going to start snitching on each other. The only question is who going to do the most time. Like I said before, this dude actually went down there with his son to basically commit a crime, and he ruined his son's life and his life at the same time. Some father. And we have to have these conversations. The same way we hold, the man accountable for some of the things that he's done to us. A lot of the things, or should I say most of the things he's done to us, we got to hold this dude accountable. This dude is a coward. He a lame. He a cornball. He's trash. I would never sacrifice my son's freedom for basically a quick come up, or a so-called come up. And basically that come up was destined to fail. Like I said, you ran up in a place of business with countless witnesses. I mean, this is going to be a slam dunk. This is going to be an open, for real, this is about as open and shut as you can get. But yeah, to just see somebody just sacrifice their son's freedom. That man didn't love his son. He didn't give a damn about his son. As a parent, you're supposed to protect your children, not lead them into danger and lead them into harm's way willingly. And that's what this dude did. I don't respect this dude, and don't come on my channel trying to talk this cold. Get out of here, man, with that crap. That dude is a clown. That dude is a clown. That dude is a clown. He a cornball. He's trash. You don't take your kids down with you. You supposed to be willing to do anything to make sure that your children is safe. And that's all I ever done, is tried to make sure my son was safe, and that he grew up around a safe environment and in a two-parent environment. Now, me and his mother, we split up a long time ago, but I was always around. So he had his father. But like I said, this dude, I just can't even imagine sitting up there handing your son a weapon and telling him to go in a place of business. Once again, a black-owned restaurant. A black-owned restaurant. Another black-owned business. And pretty much probably traumatized some of the people that was in there. Like, you just can't, for real, man, you just can't make this stuff up, man. This stuff, you just can't make it up. You can't even explain this. And like I said before, nobody can sit up there and say, well, that's just, this. No. Even if you watch some of these movies, you watch movies like South Central. What happened with OG Bobby Johnson? He didn't want his son involved in that lifestyle. He didn't want his son nowhere near that. And like I said, I didn't want my son nowhere near some of the stuff I was doing. The way I was rolling. Because I could be putting him in danger as well as myself. As far as PBN go, look, that was not smart to drive up to a restaurant in a Maybach with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. Listen, I understand. Is he have the right to flaunt and floss any way he chooses because he worked hard, he put in the work, and nothing is wrong with treating yourself. But at the same time, you in LA, you in a bad environment. You just got to move different. You know, as far as that checking in stuff go, I'm going to talk about that on another day. But yeah, he had every right to move in peace and just, you know, go eat at that restaurant. And I know he was trying to keep it real. But look what happened. Listen, let me tell you something. And this is just real talk. I'm not a moron. And I know that there's vultures out there lurking, waiting for you to slip up so they can pull up on you, push up on you, make a move on you. When I go to these fights, yeah, I may be iced out, dripped up, but I can tell you right now, I don't be walking through the streets of nowhere where I'm at. Even when I get in a Lyft or Uber, I tuck my chains. Because at the end of the day, you just never know. And you just don't even want to go through that. And I just have to say, yeah, he should have been able to go to a restaurant with a Maybach. But at the end of the day, you know what time it is. But the funny part about it is, I bet you if Brad Pitt pulled up in a Maybach or a Lamborghini, I bet you nobody in that area, ain't nobody gonna mess with him. Cause he a white man. It's funny, nobody is worried about the consequences and doing harm to a black man, but then they always worried about what, you know, what'll happen to them if they do something to a white person or a non-black. Like I said, they took that man's life, but the funny thing is, it was easy, and he met his demise at the hands of another black man, or should I say a little boy, a kid. And it's funny, black man can walk around here always hollering about what they want to do to the next black man. But yet George Zimmerman's ass is still walking around here untouched, unscathed, on social media, bragging about what he did to Trayvon Martin. There you have it. Anyway, it's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.